Welcome to Shops Like Travel. We're Luke and Sabrina, and today we're in Oaxaca, Mexico. This is a beautiful little town that is extremely famous for its cuisine. So today we're going to be exploring the town, tasting some really unique foods, and just taking in everything Oaxaca has to offer. It's gonna be a great day, so make sure you stay tuned until the end. Let's go eat some Mexican food. Our first stop of the tour here in Oaxaca is at this cool little street food stall serving memelas, which are these here. We ordered up two different kinds. So it's a masa tortilla on the bottom, and this one is called salpicón. It's got avocado, cilantro, looks like tomatoes. I think there's some meat in there. There should be meat in there. And then on the bottom, she's spread on some refried beans. And then over here, we have the tinga de pollo, which is a spiced chicken, pulled chicken, again with the refried beans. I'm gonna go in for the salpicón, which is their most popular one here at this little stall. Damn. Here in Mexico, a lot of the ingredients are similar between dishes. The flavors are completely different. This one's got this nice hit of the refried beans, kind of sweetness, and then you get the nice avocado that she's definitely put some lime juice in that mix as well. And then the fresh cilantro. Oh man, that is really, really good.
And of course the tinga de pollo. Oh wow, that pulled chicken looks like it's gonna be very spicy. Let's give it a try. Wow. Oh, that pulled chicken is very tender and it has been marinating in this tomato sauce. And of course the refried beans on the bottom give it such a nice taste. Wow, these memelas are really good.
They don't really look like much, but honestly, these hit the spot just right, and it's such a cool stall right on the side of the street. Our first stop here in Oaxaca. One thing I'm finding here in Mexico is that these street food stalls, I always want to go back for seconds. They're always so good, and the portion sizes are relatively small, but always very cheap. So we're going back for two more of the memelas. Perfect way to start our tour here in Oaxaca. The memelas were so good, only 15 pesos each, so really cheap.
Yeah.
And yeah, you could definitely eat at least two, I would say, but if you're hungry, probably 3 or 4 or even more.
Way more. Those are really tasty.
So we're heading to a market now. What's the name of the market?
Benito, Juárez. Okay. That's just down the street here. This market seems to be half for the locals and half for the tourists. You can get it all here, really. And one thing you're definitely gonna notice at the markets here in Oaxaca is moles, which is a type of Mexican sauce. We're definitely gonna be trying it later. Oaxaca's known as the land of moles, and yeah, you can see all kinds of different varieties. We'll definitely be tasting one, but we're looking for something really unique to try here at the Benito Juárez market. So we're trying this really unique specialty here in Oaxaca called Chapulines, which is essentially a barbecued grasshopper. I don't know how I feel about this, but apparently they are really good. So we're gonna try them out right here. Gracias. Just check out this rich dark red color that they have, and they honestly look very crispy. She has informed me to just do one at a time. Here it goes.
Sounds crispy.
You know what? That is not too bad.
It's really salty at the first, and then it turns kind of sour, but it honestly tastes kind of like spicy dried shrimp. Not bad, pretty good actually. I never thought I'd say that.
Seafood flavor?
Not at all.
Okay. Okay, so I'm gonna try this one with chili.
No.
No?
Chili.
Oh, no chili.
Solamente limón.
Okay, with lemon. Okay, salt lemon.
Ah.
So let's try that out. Look at this. You can really see they're just little tiny guys. Let's try one out. Wow. They're really good actually. I would totally eat a bunch of these with a beer. Really sour and really salty. Wow. Oh, she wants me to try all the different flavors, I think. Well, these ones look a little bit bigger.
Este es diferente, más grandecito.
Okay, these ones are bigger. Let's just try the whole thing, I guess. There's like legs and bodies and different parts. They've got a kick. They're really sour. And then they finish off nice and salty. That's really good, actually. I was not expecting it to be so flavorful.
Gracias. These ones are just the little ones. Can you take it all in just one bite? How many grasshoppers have we eaten now?
A whole colony.
Yeah.
Honestly, those chapulines are really good. If you ever come to Oaxaca, make sure you try them. It's not what you think. It's nice and crispy, and I love that lemon salt version. And right beside her, there's another thing we want to try called Tejate. Let's go order one up.
¿Toma dulce, azúcar? Sí. 40.
Gracias. All right, so this is the Tejate. It's a roasted corn and chocolate drink, and she added quite a bit of sugar in the bottom. So I'm pretty interested in trying this out. You can see it's got this nice frothy, almost like chunky top, and I really don't know what to expect this to taste like, corn and chocolate drink, but let's try it out. Oh, yum. It's very light, like very light in flavor. Just a hint of chocolate. It is quite sweet because she put that sugar syrup in there, and you can taste that kind of vegetable-y corn flavor in there as well. And then you get those little chunks on the top, which is really interesting. It's got a unique texture, but I love the chocolate flavor. It's just very light in flavor, but really refreshing. Wow, and this is a very traditional drink that goes back very, very long time ago and very famous here in Oaxaca as well.
Whoa. Wow, I did not expect this. Earthy and chocolate meet together in one cup, and different textures from that chunky stuff on the top. Mexico has been all about discovering new flavors. Do you know what that tastes like?
What?
Root beer.
Root beer?
Root beer. The top tastes like root beer.
Check out this meat stall here. They have all kinds of different chorizos over there. I even see some green ones. I'm not really sure what's inside the green ones. Let me know if you know down in the comment box. That was a pretty cool market. Oaxaca is famous for their markets, and I can see why, because that was a lot of fun. So we're actually just gonna take a little stroll around because we're seriously full from that Tejate. And we're gonna check out the Zócalo, the central area here in Oaxaca. It's so chill here, I love it. The churches here in Mexico are particularly beautiful. We've just come to the Oaxaca Metropolitan Cathedral, and it's absolutely stunning on the outside, and it's actually open, so let's go take a peek inside. Wow, that is just as beautiful on the inside as it is on the outside, and I always love popping into cathedrals. They have such a nice feeling in there. It's nice and cool too, so you can get out of the hot sun.
We are just having a blast exploring around Oaxaca. This is a really unique city. Very interesting architecture. Everything is low-rise. Everything is very colorful, and it's very unique. It's so different from Mexico City. So we're just touring around. We're just checking out these beautiful buildings. You can see pink buildings, yellow buildings, orange, blue, just about every color you could think of. It is so beautiful here.
Wow, this really is a beautiful city. It's very small though. The central area, you can walk around easily within an hour or two. And a lot of the restaurants here and street food stalls don't open till late. So we've been waiting until 8 p.m. when the restaurant or the street food we wanted to try opens, and we're heading there now.
¿Chorizo? Sí, le ponemos las carnes que quiera, dile, puede ser las hojas de lechuga. ¡Hola, pichacito!
So tonight we are having something called Tlayudas, which is these tortillas that have been toasted over charcoal. They're absolutely massive, and they start by putting down asiento, which is pork lard. Then on top of that, they spread on a ton of refried beans and then a huge amount of Oaxacan cheese. And then they'll toast it, fold it up, you order it with some meat, and this is how it's served to you. And also I guess they give you a couple little radishes here. We went with this thin strip of meat, and then inside we've got guacamole. So it is absolutely massive, the size of these. And this place is called La Chinita. It's an absolute legendary spot. Netflix actually featured it in their Netflix Street Food Mexico. So I'm super pumped to try it out. But I actually have no idea how I'm supposed to eat this right now because it's so big and there's nowhere to sit here. And this is just one, but it's been cut into 2 pieces. So I'm just gonna kind of take a bite from the side here, I guess. It's super, super smoky. You get a little bit of bitterness because it's been kind of burnt on the outside, but it's extremely crispy, and that charcoal flavor is just completely infused into the Tlayuda. And I didn't really get a whole lot of the filling, so let me try to go in for one more and try to get some of that cheese. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. There we go. Now I'm into the good stuff. That is awesome. The cheese is so flavorful. You get the guacamole in there too, but it's just really so smoky. And I guess I'm just gonna eat it like this. A little some of this meat here. Oh wow, nice and tender. Also very smoky. Wow, this thing is huge. Definitely my favorite part is the asiento, that pork lard. It's really fatty and it's just completely saturated, but it's crazy how crispy this stays even with all of those refried beans and all of the guacamole, salsa, everything else on there. And now that I'm into the middle of it, it's starting to get pretty spicy. I'm starting to get all that cheese in there, and it's getting really good. Definitely not easy to eat, especially no tables, no chairs, standing only. What a way to end the day here in Oaxaca. That's our first episode here, so make sure if you haven't, subscribe, hit the bell icon so you're notified. Leave us a comment down below what you think so far of our Mexico series. What do you think the best thing we had today was, Sabrina?
Those memelas in the morning rocked my world. They were so good.
Not the Chapulines?
Close second.
Honestly, the grasshoppers were pretty good, and the Tlayudas are good too, but they're, honestly, it's a little bit touristy. It's probably the most touristy place we've been to so far. Even though it's a really hardcore setup, you're gonna see a lot of foreign tourists here, but delicious, still worth a try. Thanks for watching, guys. We'll see you on the next episode of Chopstick Travel. Bye.
Bye.